is Tomomi Gariano, a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is day 21 of Advent Tangles 2024, and I have 5 more spaces left and 4 more tangles to go. And today's tangle is, let me rub it down on the other side. I'm gonna zoom in. Today's tangle, day 21, is called TZN by Ellen Loonstrl, Loonstra. So this tangle, I'm actually gonna use, well, A, I'm running out of space, but B, also, I want to show you how to do this. Well, I hope I can show you how to do this. This is probably, for me personally, the most challenging tangle so far in this Advent Tangle series. So place yourself. So you may need to try a few times, which I did. So, and I still am not quite confident drawing this one. So you have some kind of grid. You want to do this with pencil. You can erase this later. I'll try to hold it straight so that it will be easier for you to follow. And in each square, I'm gonna draw a small square or like this evenly shaped diamond. So if you hold this way, it's just a square in the middle like this. But if you hold it this way, it's diamond, right? So you have, I have 4 squares, so I'm gonna have 4 diamond. So put this diamond in the middle as close as you can do to the center of each square. So easy peasy, right? And next step, you're gonna extend one of the side of this diamond like this. Okay, let's repeat that 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and next, so I did this one from this corner to this corner. So next one's gonna starting from here, going this way, and I'll repeat this 4 times, and next one is gonna be this direction, 2, 3, 4 times, and next one is gonna be this, 2, 3, 4. So if this is confusing, you can see it this way. So you have a diamond, right? And then let's hold it as a square. So you're gonna do from the left corner to the right corner and rotate left corner to right corner. So you're gonna rotate, you're repeating, rotate, sorry, and repeat. So you can see this as this way. So essentially you get the same thing, exactly the same thing, right? So from here, this is where it gets, to me, a little tricky. Is from this first line, you're gonna draw aura or parallel line, and this one's gonna extend, and this second line or the parallel line, it's looks like slightly longer and it curves slightly like this. So this one's gonna touch to the end or the edge of square, right? So this one parallel line and bend a little bit. But this one, so you do the same, but kind of left hanging there. Or you can see it as you touching this pencil square. That's why this line is hanging. And then, or you can rotate this, or if I don't rotate, it's gonna be the second one, so it's this one. It's gonna be hanging here, like this. This one is touching to the end, like this. And a third one, it's the same thing. So this is where it gets really tricky, or you need few practice. It's where you're gonna have this one. I think it's might be better going like this. So they're not really touching. So if you can imagine, like almost like having this sort of rice grain shape here, that might help. And then last one, it's going like this. So again, you can imagine there's a kind of shape, a little bit of shape created, imaginary shape created here. And then, well, so this next step, if you want to continue to rotate, so you have this, right? And then like we did, left to the right. So you do the left to the right, and you rotate left to the right. You rotate and left to the right, and then you rotate and left to the right. So it's essentially the same thing. And then this next step, you're going to add a little bump. Do you see what I did? You have a little line sticking out, right? So using this, you're gonna create a little bump. Little bump. Now you can do this one at a time, or you can do this all four at a time. I find it easier to do all the bumps first. So that's what I'm doing. So we're gonna do all the bumps first. Now again, you can do one at a time and do the next step too. But this is the way that made sense to me, I think. So now I have all these bumps. So now I'm focusing on this bump and two of these bars going to let's rotate a little bit, it's easier to see maybe. So I'm focusing on this bump, and it's this bar and this bar, right? So this bar is like ended here, whereas this one, it's threaded under here and coming out this way. Get that? So I'm gonna rotate it a little bit. Let's focus on this one. And this one is going over here and ending at the edge. And so this bar is threaded under here and come out and connect. So I'll focus on now this bump. So this one's threaded over and connecting here, and this one is threaded under and connecting here. So the last one is this one. So threaded over and connecting here. This one is threaded under like this. So coming back all the way. So this one is done, right? So we're gonna focus on next square. So that this time I'm not gonna rotate. So focusing on this bump, this bar is already connected to this, right? So we're gonna focus on this one. The right side of this bump is threaded under. So we're gonna focus on this bump. This bar is going over this one, and this one is going under like this. And the third bump, this one is going over, and this one is going under. And last bump, this one is going under, and this one is going over. So this one is done. So now focusing on this square, starting from this bump. So this one is already threaded under, right? And this one on the left side, threaded over. Now this bump, threaded over, and this bar is threaded under. Now third bump, this bar is threaded over, and this bar is threaded under. Now this last bump, this bar is threaded over, this bar is threaded under. Now last square, starting from this bump. So this bar is threaded over, and this one's threaded under already. Now this one too, this bump, this is threaded over, this is threaded under, so no line needs to be added. And this bump, this one is threaded over, this bar is threaded under. Now focusing on last bump, this bar, let's do this one. This one is threaded over, this one is threaded under, like this. So that's it. Phew, right? So if I single out the little square, so you have a bump, this line is a little too long, but you have little bumps, and you focus on, let's say if you're focusing on this bump, you focus on the bars that's going on either side. So this one is threaded over, this one is threaded under. So rotate, this one is threaded over, this one is threaded under. Now this one is threaded over, this one is threaded under. Now focusing on this one is over, this one is under. So you have this going over, under, under, over, under, over, under, over. Whew. This is really mind bending, right? So this is a tangle, and you may need to practice a few times. Be patient with yourself. Trust me, I practiced this a few times and I had to figure out what makes sense to me, because it was really confusing where it's connecting. I think this part gets really confusing. So I think the trick is to keep in mind that you're drawing in a square. So if you can do a single square one, I think it might be easier to really understand how these parts connect with each other. So hopefully this makes sense. If it doesn't, please watch this again, or perhaps find different video created by somebody else, because when it comes to tangle like this, it really depending how you see the space matters. So each of us sees spaces differently. So maybe my way of seeing these interconnection, intertwining lines may not make sense to you, but perhaps somebody else's explanation make better sense to you. So don't give up, and if my method doesn't make sense, please check out somebody else's drawing explanation. So I was debating whether there's two options. I have this shape and this shape. I could create 4 almost square shape here, right? Or I could see this as a one big square. So I could put this in here, fold them here, or just do one. And I think I'm gonna do one. I still am not 100% comfortable with this tangle, and I'm not quite sure how these weird corners gonna work. So I'm taking the safer path, and I'm gonna do one big one in here. So the first thing is, let me pencil in. I want to decide how big my initial center square is going to be. Maybe about this big. I think this is gonna work. So about the same size as this corner square. That's what I'm gonna do. Whew. So I will start with a nice square, and I'm gonna ink in maybe I'll ink in first. Or I can do this at the very end. It really doesn't matter. But I'm gonna do this with a thicker pen. So if you are still practicing this tangle, please, please, please be patient with yourself. I practiced, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this one. I don't know where this line goes and where this line connects and all that. It wasn't easy, so just give yourself lots of time and patience. And if it's really difficult, just do what I'm doing and just do a single one. And then you don't have to worry too much about where each line is connecting. So I have square, and from this middle square, I am going to, maybe I'll try not to turn. Going to extend this side. Going to extend this side. And please feel free to turn your tile, that might be easier. This line got a little wonky, so it's easier if I turn the tile, but here I am. And then I'm gonna draw a parallel line. Maybe about this wide. And bend a little bit. Maybe I'll rotate, that's easier. So from here, I'm gonna add a parallel line. But this one is a little narrower. Oh well. I wanted to make this about the same width, but you know what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna aura this. So don't worry about this aura line. And this one, about the original one, you know, this about this width. So, and I'm gonna bend a little bit. And this last one, about the same width. Gonna bend a little bit. So I have a little extra aura here, but that's all right. And now I'm going to add a little bump. And ink in. I'll do the inking in later. Add a little bump. Do a little bump. Add a little bump. And then we're gonna ink in. Whew. I'm really taking my time on this one, because each step I really have to think what I'm doing, and I'm still not 100% confident that this is gonna work out. And this is day 21, and it's been going so well, and I don't want to mess up in the 21st day, but hey, there's no mistake in Zentangle, right? If this doesn't work out, it is what it is. Christmas is still coming, so it's all good. So I have that, and then I'm gonna focus on, again, this bump. So this one is going over, this one is threaded under, this one is going over, this one is going under. So now this one is going over, and this one is going under. And this one is going over, and this one is going under. So I think I was able to make this work. Whew. Okay, now I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna aura first. So because I added extra aura line here, I could do this with black, but I want to try adding this aura with white. So this one is going under, right? So this one is gonna thread it under. And under, and connect. So this one's threaded under this, and so this one, maybe I'll do this one with blue. This. Oops. Got a little messy here. That. Okay, and I'm gonna see how with my white gel pen I drew over some of the black lines, so I'm bringing these lines back. Here too. Be a little bit over here. Okay. I think I'm good. Good. And I don't know. It's quite simple. I like it, but I still feel like there gotta be something. I'm gonna make this aura a little wider. Since I tangled pretty big, I can play with details. And I'm debating whether I should ink in this space or not. Okay, so it might be better if I ink in here. Let me see if I kind of want to see. Let's see first. Yeah, I think it's better. It's better to have this space inked in. Okay, so I forgot that this worked out. I wasn't quite sure. It's a little nerve-wracking, but it's all right. This is probably not my favorite one out of 21 so far, but I really want to understand this tangle. I'll probably take my time when I'm not filming this. And I think this one is gonna be really cool once you master how to do it. But I think maybe because the Christmas getting closer, I don't think I'm in the mind to do really detailed work today. So here it is. You know, this is good enough. And I'm gonna add some shading to where they're overlapping, because this is a relatively big tangle. I'm gonna add lots of shading. I really can't believe it's almost Christmas. This is December 21st. Well, I don't know which day you're watching this video, but it's almost Christmas for me. And I'm rounding up my this year, year 2024, and then getting ready for my Christmas vacation and also my New Year's holiday. So in Japan, Christmas is not as big of a deal as probably not as compared to the States or Canada or maybe in Europe, because it's not really a Christian nation. We are mostly here Buddhism and Shinto believers, or whatever else. So Christmas in a commercial sense is imported as a part of kind of yearly festivity, but not really the true meaning of Christmas has been incorporated with all the celebrations and decorations and whatnot. So it's been nice for me personally to be able to do a little Advent devotional to get myself not just in the mood for Christmas, but to remind myself why we are doing what we're doing. And Advent is a great opportunity to remind ourselves the true meaning of Christmas. So let me read today's section. After I'm done with this, a little bit more highlighting here. So today is about the wise man. So if you don't know anything about the Bible, you're probably wondering, what has wise men have anything to do with Christmas? But hear me out. So the wise men, also called Magi, followed a bright star in the sky thousands of miles because they wanted to worship Jesus. It's unclear exactly how many wise men were there, but many believe that there were three due to the fact that they delivered three gifts to Jesus. The three gifts given to Jesus were gold, frankincense, and myrrh. These kingly gifts symbolize who Jesus was and what he would accomplish. Gold was a gift for royalty. Frankincense was a gift that represented holiness, and myrrh was a spice used for ancient burial. The wise men generously gave these gifts to acknowledge a future king. Matthew 2:2 says, Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star in the east and have come to worship him. We can learn a lot from the wise man. We should be seeking out Jesus daily instead of waiting for him to come to us. How can you seek out Jesus today? So speaking of wise men, earlier, I can't remember which day I talked about Christmas movie, but I was sharing you about the movie Fourth Wise Man. So, like we just read in the Bible, we don't know how many wise men were there, but we tend to believe there were three wise men because there were three gifts. But this movie starts in the premises of there was fourth wise man who wanted to bring a gift. I'm not going to tell you what the gift is, but gift to Jesus. But he was late, and Jesus, Joseph, and Mary already left the town, and so this fourth wise man, tried to chase after Jesus and try to see him and give him a gift, or give his parents a gift, but he kept missing, but in the process, he really finds Jesus. So it's a beautiful movie. So if you have a chance or if you can find this movie, it's an old movie. I think it's on YouTube actually. You can watch the whole thing. So let me know if you watch the movie, what you think of the movie. But thank you for watching. Thank you for tangling with me. And I will see you tomorrow for day 22. Bye now.